doing? As you can see, play a little Pokemon Go as I'm on my 2 hour drive to training at the Denver 4. Which, by the way, I've just not passed by the Georgia State line. But hey, let's get everything started. As you see, today I'm talking about my wrestling journey. Because wrestling is something I want to do at the age of 8. And then once I graduated high school from Mobile, Alabama, which I went to LaFleur, down to LaFleur High School. By the way, one of the best high schools in Mobile. I ended up going to Alabama State University over in Montgomery, Alabama. Around that last year of college is when I started searching for wrestling schools. And I Googled up wrestling schools in Alabama, didn't find any at the time, so I refreshed the Google search bar and I typed up affordable wrestling schools. And one of the first ones that popped up was the WWA 4, which is in Atlanta, which is close to Alabama. So that last year of college, while everybody else was going to Panama City for spring break, I decided to take a tour to the WWA 4 for my spring break and check it out. And the moment I got there, I told myself that this is where my next life starts, where I was going to pursue my dreams of being a wrestler. So around that time, I ended up buying the homeschool DVDs that was $100, so they knocked $100 off that wrestling school balance, to where I still had $890 more to pay. So 2014 comes around in the month of March, before I ended up moving to Birmingham. I was homeless, living in my car for a month because I had a job over in Montgomery where I was making a little money at UPS. So around April, I ended up getting a job in Birmingham, which is 2 hours away from Atlanta. And I had family that stays in Birmingham, so we helped out a lot. So around June, I ended up getting enough money to pay for that week training, which was $350, and I had $500 left to pay before I had the total of $990 paid off for wrestling school. So at the time, I had a brand new car, but it got totaled in 3 weeks, which I didn't total the car. My at the time fiance did. So around January 2015, I'm training full time to finally pay everything off. And which finding a job in Atlanta to cover what I needed to cover was hard. So I didn't get hired for the jobs I was trying to get. So it seemed like every week I would make that 2 hour drive from Birmingham to Atlanta, where I put $100 aside to cover gas and hotel and food. So it was like Tuesday, I'd check to the hotel, rest for an hour, then go to training. Then that Wednesday, rest at the hotel and go to training. So it was like that every week from all of 2015 and the first half of 2016 until a job worked with me to where I could wrestle on the weekends, because I had my first wrestling match in May of 2016, which May of this year will be 3 years wrestling. So the second half of 2016, I was making 2 hour drives every day to training and to wrestle on Thursdays. So basically, I spent a lot of time on the road just going to training and the Thursday night show and the weekend shows. And 2017, it was the same thing. Charge drives to training and decided to go to work. And yes, now, like when I started training 24 going on 25. And now, down 29, I realized that I'm getting older. And yes, February of next year, I'll be hitting the age 30, which means not getting any younger. So right now, as I'm on this drive to the A4, one of the challenges I take on now is hanging in with the younger guys. Because I know there's guys out there, they're a lot younger than me, but I'm just as hungry as they are. That's the thing. And I gotta remind myself of my ultimate wrestling goal is wrestling on TV. But at the same time, I've been mastering my short-term goals. The minor goals, it's good to have minor goals to reach up to the major ones. That's one thing I had to pick up and learn from it. With the WA4, I mean, AR Fox and his wife Ashley, I mean, not just only is AR Fox my trainer, but he's also a good friend to me. Him and Ashley, they looked out for me when they realized I was driving 2 hours to training, there are times where they would let me rest and hang out at their house, and I appreciate that a lot. I mean, they're good friends, and there are times where Fox would text me how to get better in the ring, and I appreciate that a whole lot, and I still look back at that. And with wrestling, I understand that I made a lot of friends. I traveled a lot of places I thought I would never travel. And also, wrestling also led me to a wonderful lady that I'm in a great relationship with right now. Because I was coming from wrestling training whenever I met her, and since then, my life has been happier. And what more could you ask for? A supportive woman in your life, and you're able to pursue something you wanted to do since you was a kid. So I got the best of both worlds. And the good thing about this is that I realized that I got a lot of friends back at home Mobile, my high school classmates, everybody I went to school with. It's good to see that I have classmates that are so proud of me. Like, I'm happy that I have kids back at home that look up to me. And that's a wonderful thing. And now it is 2019, I'm 29 years old, so I no longer have much time left to be goofing around when it comes on wrestling. And I realized that at a good part of 2018, I slacked up as far as going to training on a regular basis due to job purposes. And I'm glad that my lady loves me so much and she supports me on the decision I made so that by May, I'm pulling for my regular job so that I put full focus towards wrestling and also towards my YouTube channel, which I'm working on, by the way. And I'm glad that my woman supports me on that. And also, speaking of my YouTube channel, the Everson Angle is going to start back being a normal show, except for I'm not going to be hosting it. Tom Everson is going to host it. So the Everson Angle is going to be hosted by Tom Everson full time. So I'm going to remember Tom to be hosting that full time. And this short snippet document was about my wrestling journey on how things started, which it started back at home Mobile, and the foundation built at the WWE 4. And I got to check out the wrestling scene in Alabama. You got New South, which is one of the big shows in Alabama. You got Rocket City over in Hazel Green, which is a good show that draw a crowd. You got Victory Championship Wrestling, SOW. Then you got New Era Wrestling. Then you got Pro South. They run every Friday in Piedmont, Alabama. Then in Georgia, you got Southern Honor Wrestling, which is lined up the scene. Then Action Wrestling is also a great show. Then every Thursday night, you got WWE 4 have their show every Thursday night, which, by the way, speaking of the Thursday shows at the WWE 4, I do plan on getting back onto the Thursday shows because I do miss wrestling there a lot. But then again, also a lot of young talent out there on the ups. Got Alex Kane, who's coming up pretty good. And one guy I'm proud of is Bobby Flacco. He's one of the most positive guys I've ever met. Which I'm wearing a Bobby Flacco shirt, by the way. And then I also can't forget, one fall I have a good school as well. So it's a lot of productive wrestling shows in Georgia. And me, I told myself at the beginning of 2019 is that I was going to become a student of the game, meaning that I was going to study wrestling and try to train at so many different places. Because I remember at Peach State, Robert Gibson told me is that one of the best ways to get good at wrestling is to travel to more training facilities. And I realized that's what Chris Henry does, and I respect him on that. Is that he trains at so many different places, and I respect that because that's what I want to do. I want to become a student of the game and try to learn as much as I can, try to get as good as I can. So with that being said, that's all I have for you. Is that I plan on achieving my goals in wrestling, and by the time my wrestling career is over, I want to be able to say that I was able to achieve everything I wanted to achieve in wrestling. I made good friends. I traveled lots of amazing places, and so far it's a good start. Hopefully, you got a snippet and you enjoyed everything I'm saying. And hey, there's lots more left on the Avison Road. So, the United States of Avison is going to stand tall and going to march strong. In Avison, we trust. Ciao. See you later. Bye.